Welcome to Attican Plays Catan. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to the start of a new series. It's been a long time since I've made a video, and I really am making this one for the main purpose of saying hi to everyone, saying Happy New Year. Hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. Let you know that the Attican clan is doing great. We're all happy, healthy, and safe. And in fact, I have to tell you, December 1st, our son and daughter-in-law had their first baby, our first grandchild, and just so happens that this particular child, our granddaughter, Oakley, is the most beautiful, most precious baby in the history of mankind. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? But we are delighted, obviously, that she's in the world. And we're mostly just delighted we're all safe and happy and healthy, and we hope you are too. So I thought I'd do this video just for that purpose, really, to reach out to you. And please get in the comments and tell us all how you're all doing. We haven't spoken, if you will, in a long time because it's been a month since I've made a video. And I'm going to do something totally different for me, which is we're going to play a little Catan. Now, some of you probably, I expect a lot of you already play Catan. You know what it is. It's just an awesome board game. And there is a board game, the basic game, that it is one of the classic board games of all time, extremely popular. I can tell you that in our family, it's our favorite game. And when our daughter was still living with us, my wife, my daughter, and I played over 300 games of Catan. And I can tell you say that number with confidence because we used to keep score. We're very competitive. And I can tell you, I think I'm a pretty good Catan player, and my daughter is a great Catan player. She is tough. She's probably 40 games ahead of me in the win column. She's just a terrific player. But anyway, it's a great game. Our family has loved it so much, and I'd highly recommend it to you. Now, you can play it online in this Catan Universe. I'm actually in Steam, and I'm running this Catan Universe, which is the kind of the envelope you need to run the games, and it's the envelope itself is free. Now you do have to purchase the game, so if you are interested in these or playing them online, let me just quickly show you. If I can go back here, you go up here. How this works within Catan Universe in Steam, you go up here and you go to kind of their shop. And you can buy the stuff they call Catan Gold. You pay so many dollars or whatever your local currency is for the gold, and then you use that to buy the games. And I just wanted to show you quickly, just to give you an idea of what it costs. Like just the simple game. Shoot, where is it? Well, here's a board game bundle where you could get all the board games. You could get that for 1,300 gold. The gold itself costs you can see it costs you about $15, let's say, or so, under $15 US to buy the whole board game set. To buy the game we're going to play, costs 500 gold, which is $5 US. So we're going to play a two-person card game, and it is an excellent two-person game. My daughter and I have played it. My son and I have played it in the actual board game version, because the reason I started playing this is I got it for Christmas. So, and yes, she's ahead of me. I'm ahead of my son, thankfully. We've had great games. She's ahead of me, but not much. We are really close in this one. And I've been practicing so I can beat her next time she comes over. So, I'm going to play a game of against the AI, and just to show you what it's like. And then what I'm going to do is, if I get 50 likes on this video, I'll make some more. And if not, that's okay. I'll just go ahead and play the game. So the thing is, when you get the game, you're actually getting, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 different games, because you can see you can play. They call it the first Catanians, and that's just a kind of a sprint with the basic set of cards to 7 points. And then you can add in these theme games, and you can play this one, Era of Progress, which adds in a bunch of stuff about knowledge and healthcare Or you can add in Era of Gold, which adds in a lot of trading guilds and things like that. Or this Era of Turmoil, where you have a whole bunch of stuff where you're out sending off people to burn down your opponent's buildings, and he's assassinating your heroes, and there's just all kinds of stuff going on. Or you can add any combination of these together, like play Progress and Gold with the basic game, or Progress and Turmoil, or whatever. Or you can play, they call it the Princess Challenge, where you play them all. You have the basic game plus all of these. So you can see there's all kinds of options. Plus, you have a whole bunch of, if you don't want to play online against other people, which you can do, absolutely can do. And in fact, if we like this enough, I may start a guild and we'll all get together and be able to play it. But you can play all these different characters, and they get better and better as they go along. The last two here, William and Hildegard, are actually very good players. I've played enough and watched what they do to recognize that they are very good players. Candemir is not so hot. They're all okay. They'll all give you a challenge, and they're all capable of beating you at any point in time with luck, because there's a luck factor in the game with rolling dice. But these last two, William and Hildegard, they'll give you about all you want. So I think let's just play William. Let's play against William in, let's see, William in just the basic game, the first Catanians. I can't decide how to say that. So let's go in here and play this. Now, if you're familiar with Catan, actually, I guess I just decided it's Catanians. If you're familiar with Catan, you'll know what's going on here, but I want to give you just a quick overview for those of you who aren't. The idea is to get victory points, and we see the victory points right down here. Right there, that's a victory point. So we have two little settlements here connected by a road, and those settlements, this settlement accesses gold and grain and ore, iron ore and wool, and then this settlement also accesses that gold and that wool, but in addition accesses bricks and wood. And those are the fundamental elements that we need to build our kingdom. So the game is about gathering these resources, building buildings, attracting heroes into your principality, setting up trade routes and trade advantages so that you can get the goods you need when you need them. It's just a very good game for strategy, puzzle solving, and taking what you got and trying to do something with it. So you can see here, we're first, so we get to pick. So what we're going to do is pick one of these piles, and we're going to draw 3 cards off the pile, and that's going to be our start. And these 3 cards are extremely important to get you off to a good start. This is a mediocre set. We're okay. It's going to probably be a pretty competitive game. So we're first, so we can use her. Right now, there isn't a particular reason to use her. She actually allows you to set what's the roll is 1 through 6. You can see it's set to be nice and even. So we're going to get stuff, but at the same time, whatever's rolled, you can see the numbers set on the other side are different. So we're going to get one good, they're going to get another. That way the game doesn't just become a mirror. We're not a mirror image of each other. I'm going to use her, not because it's a big advantage, but because I want to use her and then have the ability to get another card down the road. All right, so let's go, and we can either try to, let's go with bricks, which is 3 here. I want to try to expand early. We're going to do rapid expansion. That's our tactic here. Now, what has happened? We rolled the 3 because of her. Then there's a second die that determines other things, like it might say there's a special event happening. In this case, that little symbol there means that we've had a good harvest. So each side gets to choose an additional good for their kingdom. So I'm going to take another wood. Okay. And then I'm going to put this large ship right here, and this large trade ship allows us to trade anytime we have 2 or more in this slot or this slot. This is the gold, and that's the main reason I'm putting it there, to be able to trade the gold. So we'll put that ship there. And we can't do anything else. There's no trades available, so we will end our turn, and now we'll go back. You can always carry at the beginning 3 cards in your set, so we're going to pick cards. So I'll just pick a card here. We'll get a lumber ship and a brick ship. All right, and then we have to decide if we want to, at the end of the turn, after we've replenished everything, we have the option of trading something in. So I'm going to trade this storehouse in. I actually don't build storehouses, shame on me. And now we have the option of saying we want to pay a couple of resources and go in the stack and pick out what we want. We're not going to do that, but we will take another one to see what we get. Now we got more ships. Okay, so we've got plenty of ships. They are pretty awesome. And over here we can see what he's doing. I'll try to flip up here and show you what he's done. And look at this guy. Oh, man. He has already expanded out. He had enough going on to expand out and get another settlement. And when he did, he got access to 2 more resources. So this settlement now can touch those, but it's also touching 2 more. So he's basically doubled his throughput or production of grain, and he's got some extra. He's also doubled his production of gold. All right, so William is off to a really strong start, Turkey. All right, let's see here. Now we can build our ships, and if we can get to 3 quickly, we will get a trade advantage and start reaping the benefits of that. So do we want to do like he did and just get that next settlement? I think we're going to. We're going to go like this. We're going to go expand out here. Oh, except for one thing, dummy. I forgot we don't have enough wood and brick to keep going. All right, okay. We'll keep those guys. All right, his turn. Now, a 4 was rolled, so we picked up a sheep. And then this symbol here means there's a celebration. The celebration is who gets points, who gets something out of it. If there aren't any heroes on the board, there aren't any. We haven't seen them yet. Both sides get 1 good. So he's taking his, and we'll take ours, and we'll take that brick we didn't have. We thought we had before. Okay. Now he's still doing his turn, and notice he wasn't able to do so much there. He kind of used up all his stuff to get this quick expansion. So let's see what we can come up with. We picked up an ore. So this is, we wanted to do a rapid settlement, and we're actually working into building up a city. 3 ore to grain makes a city, so we'll see what we get with the next roll and see where we end up on this. So what's he done? He has played Brigitte, so he got to pick a roll. And what's he up to here? He just took a card. He's just rebuilding. He didn't do a lot. All right. There we go. Now, this is good. We've got both the stuff we need, a wood, brick, wool, and grain to build our settlement. And we've got the ability, if we want to pick an ore here and have enough to build our city. What we're going to do is pick the ore. But now, let's see, we're going to pick up wheat because we're going to use it. All right, and now we can go up here and say, okay, we want to build a settlement because now we have a road from this. Each settlement has to be attached by road to the next one, city, settlement, or city. So we're going to put a settlement in there, and then we're going to get a wood and a gold, which is pretty much what he got. A grain and a gold. We got a wood and a gold. Okay, so we want to line these up just in case we want to later on increase our production. We'll get into that later. And this is all cool, so we'll accept that layout. So now we have 3 points because we had 3 settlements. William has 3 points. He has 3 settlements. And we can't do anything else. We don't have enough resources to do anything else, but you're close to being able to turn one of these settlements into a city. So that's good news. And we'll keep those 3 ships. And what did he do? He built a parish house. So he had enough goods to build the parish house, which allows which basically allows you, if you want to spend one. You can always spend 2 resources and, as I said, flip through the deck and pick the card you want. With the parish house, he only has to spend 1. So our turn, we'll roll the dice, and now we have the opportunity to choose because of the celebration. We rolled the 2 and got a wood and a gold, but we have the opportunity to pick because of the celebration. We're going to pick an ore. That's going to give us enough to build a city. So we are going to convert this settlement into a city by placing the city card right on top of it. Now you can see it's worth 2 points, so we gained another point. And we can also build a ship here. I'd like to have the lumber because we have 2 lumber producing for us. So let's put one right up there. You can see these slots. The cities have 5 slots, so you can build 1 above, 1 below on it, whereas the settlements only have the 2 right there, right near their natural resources that they're touching. Okay, so we put in a lumber ship, and we're going to pick another card. Merchant Caravan's an excellent card. You'll see how that works probably very, very shortly. And let's see what he's up to. We rolled a 6. He rolled a 6, so we got the wood and we got a grain, and it's a plentiful harvest, so we get 1 more, which is excellent. And I think we'll go for more rapid expansion. We'll go for bricks. And it's kind of hard to show you what all he's up to, but this turkey has expanded again. Or has he? No, he's just turning stuff around. Sorry, I kind of missed what he was up to. He didn't expand again. This is his original. I think he put that road down. I think that's what he did. Let's just look. William places a road, and then he paid a gold to choose a card from the stack. So he used his parish to pay a gold and then pick what he wanted. I didn't catch what it was, but he wanted something and he grabbed it. Well, I wouldn't have been. He picked a card. He picked the ability to go snoop through the deck and find the card he wanted, or through one of the stacks. All right, so we can put down another road, or we can put down a ship, or can we do both? We got 2. Yes, we can. Good deal. So I'm going to put the road down over here, and we're going to start expanding out so we can build over here. And then we're going to put a ship down. We want a ship because the ship will give us the trade advantage, because that will give us 3 of these little guys here, these commerce points, and our buddy only has 1, the grain ship. So do we want to do that? Do we want to see if we can get the merchant caravan? Will allow us to take any 2 of our resources and trade them in to get 2 other resources, so we can kind of manipulate. So we've got 2 ore here. So I think what we're going to do is take the merchant caravan, and we're going to trade in our 2 gold, and we're going to pick up a brick right here. That's going to allow us to put it in another settlement. And then we're going to pick up another wood, because we're going to use a wood for the settlement, so that we can also put the ship in. So now we can put a settlement over here. Gets us another victory point and gives us access to some more goods, and we're going to flip these around so that these are lined up just in case we want to do something with production later, similar to this. This wood over here is fine. So now we've got 3 wood. So half the time we're going to get at least 1 wood, and a third of the time we're going to get grain. We're looking pretty good. And we can't quite build the ship. Why can't we? I forgot. We're 1 shy on the ship because we don't have a wool. We need a wood and a wool to build one of these 2 ships, or just put them out in our little kingdom here. So let's say, okay, we're done, and let's pick another card. Now, this is I think it's the first hero we've seen. If we build her, she'll have some strength points and some skill points. If whoever has the most skill points, whenever we get one of those celebrations, only that side gets to pick a resource. That's an advantage. If we get 3 or more of the strength points, and we have more than our opponent, we get the strength advantage. So there's a strength advantage and trade advantage. But I personally do not use the lower end strength people. Certainly not in this. And we got an Abbey, good deal. That's an interesting building. We'll talk about that in a second. So now we've got, let's see, he did whatever he did. I missed it completely. All right, so now we've got, let's see, we rolled a 2, got a couple of things, nice, and we've got a plentiful harvest, so we can pick in something else. How do we want to go with this? I think we will. I think we'll grab another brick. So we're going to keep expanding. So we have a limited set of things out here we can go after. We're going to just keep expanding. And now we can see we can trade some stuff. So what we can do is figure out, we definitely want to get another ship out there in the world because we want to get that trade advantage. So let's trade. Well, the only thing we can trade is the lumber, but we can trade 2 lumber and we can pick up a sheep, a wool, and that's going to allow us to put either a brick or a wool. We only have one of either one. It kind of doesn't matter. Let's go with wool, and we'll put the wool. I think we'll put the wool here where we have 2 things that we're not going. Okay. 2 things that are different. We know we're not going to be doing anything special there, more than likely. And that little ding, and we got this little symbol here, that gave us another point because we now have the trade advantage on William. So you can see we're doing all right. And we can't do anything else. So we will end our turn, and then we'll go, and now, well, no, we don't have an Abbey yet. We just have the potential. Now here's a lumber camp. This is something we could put like next to this wood, or better yet, between these 2 woods. And then every time a 2 is rolled, we'll get 2 wood instead of 1. Or every time a 6 is rolled, we'll get 2 wood instead of 1. They're nice, but they're part of a different strategies you could use. We won't be using them now because we're almost done. So now we could pay for what we want. I think we're going to pay, and we'll pay a brick. Oh, that's right. We don't have a parish. We have to pay 2. We'll pay a brick and a. That's a bit much. All right. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can get something good, like maybe Candemir. Well, looky there. Yeah. We get to look through these, and we're going to take old Candemir. You can see his fighting is a level 4, so just putting him down will give us another point and give us the strength advantage. The problem is he takes 2 sheep, a wheat, and an ore. Shouldn't be that hard to come up with. Let's see if we get lucky on the roll. We need a sheep and a grain and an ore, and we have nothing we can trade. So I'm going to hold off on that brick, save that sheep, and see if we can't get him in next turn and end this game. So we will keep those because the Abbey is still, well, we're not even going to use the Abbey. I don't see us using the Abbey here. Okay, so now we've got the festival. So we get, there's the wool we needed. Now it's still William's turn, and let's see what he has done. He put in another ship, I think. Let's see, let me look at the log. Yeah, he put in the gold ship, which is one I'd love to have. And he's expanded too. See, he's not stopping on us here. And he's taken away. Now he has 3 turkey. He has 3 commerce points: grain ship, toll bridge, and gold ship. And he has what I love: the toll bridge and the gold ship combination. That's strong. We need to finish him off quickly. So he has tied us for the trade advantage, so nobody has the advantage right now. So we actually went down 1 victory point. So let's roll and see what we can do to fix that. Okay, we rolled a 1, so we picked up a gold, and and we got a traveling merchant card that came up as an event. This question mark that you draw from this list, this bunch up here, and you draw a card. The traveling merchant allows you to trade up to 2 of your gold for at a 1-to-1 ratio, 1-to-1 rate with stuff you need. So our goal, I think, is going to be to get Kandahar out there. We got the 2 of those. We've got this. All we need is an ore. So we're going to trade 1 of these. We're going to trade 2. We're going to pick up the ore. That's going to give us Kandahar. Or, I'm sorry, Kandamir. Sorry, Kandamir. And then the brick ship would cost us we're not going to be able to do that. But we'll pick up the wood in anticipation of getting that ship later. So let's get Kandamir in here. Let's move him into our land. He can go right there. Okay, so that gave us that. Now, if we could, let's see, what are we able to trade? We could trade 2 wood, which won't help us because if we trade those away, we can't then build this. I think we'll hold off. We'll just end our turn. Okay, and then we will grab a card. We don't need him. No. Is it worth? No. And we'll just take our luck, and then we got a parish hall. Okay, so now let's think about, we want to build the ship and get that trade advantage back. So we'll take a wool with that plentiful harvest. All right, so it's our turn. Forgive me, I had a little interruption, so I'm trying to catch up here. Okay, we're up. It's our turn. We roll the dice. We just need, let's double check this. We've got 1, 2, 3 commerce points. William has 1, 2, 3. So if we get 1 more, which that ship would be, we'll win the game. And we've got it. We're good. So I'll just grab something so it'll let us move on. We'll build a ship. We'll sell it out of our city right here. And there we go. We won the game. And let's just see. Let's go see the game stats. This is the one thing I like to check. We did all right. We finished that game in 18 turns. My goal, my standard for myself is kind of 19. If you do 19 turns, I think you've played it pretty well. And I think, I can say this for a fact, I haven't played that much against other people. But you do 19 turns, you're going to win an awful lot of games. So that was pretty good. We stayed focused. We won. Hopefully that's just a little introduction into Catan, the rivals for Catan, the card game. And if you like that, by all means, hit that like button. In fact, if you're still watching, you owe me a like. You've been entertained long enough. Hit that like button. If I get 50 likes, I'll make some more videos on this. We could get into some different strategies you can use. And by the way, the game that I showed you, of course, is this First Catanians. When we start adding in these theme games, the games get significantly more complex to the point where when you're doing them all, there's a lot going on and a lot of angles to think about. So hope you enjoyed that. I love the game. I'm going to keep playing it, and hit that like button if you want to see more. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Catan video. Thank you.